Hello from Myrtle Beach. As you can see, today we are in Surfside Beach, which is just south of Myrtle Beach. We are here at the Surfside Beach Pier that has finally reopened here in March of 2024. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. If you're a return viewer, welcome back. We're so glad to have you with us. So we have all kinds of exciting news, not just that it's open. We're going to take you out on the pier, but we've got a bunch of news about what is open here on the pier and when all of the things on the pier will open. We are now at the top of that long staircase. Don't worry, they do have some accessible options. You do not have to go up that long staircase. We'll talk about those more later. I wanted to show you that fishing sign and talk about Drippy's. So Drippy's is open. Drippy's is ice cream and they are now open for business. That is the only business that is open at the time of this recording. So you can get your ice cream, but as you can see, there are a lot of things coming and we're going to talk about all of those. Currently, it is free to walk on the pier. The pier is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. currently. You definitely need to check their website. Those things could change both the price and the hours. I mean, look at this view. Wow. And I mean, we're not even out on the end of it. And some of these restaurants are going to have some amazing views as well. I mean, this is gorgeous. This pier was destroyed by Hurricane Matthew in 2016. So it has not been open for a very, very long time. In fact, it hasn't been open the entire time we've lived here. Now, we used to have a vacation home here for about 20 years. Obviously, it was open during some of that time. But look at this gorgeous pier. It is so great to see it open again. We're going to walk all the way down to the end, and we're also going to talk about what the other options are as far as restaurants and shops and when they're expecting to have fishing available. Fishing is not currently available, but it will be soon. We're going to talk about all of that in this video. Over here is the entrance to Drippy's ice cream. And right over here, we mentioned earlier, by the way, there are restrooms up here as well. That's a good point to make in case you're hanging out here and you need a public restroom. But right here is the accessible ramp. And they also have an elevator. So you've got two different options if you've got some accessibility issues. Also, there's the River City Cafe. We do have a video review of the River City Cafe, but it's right here next to the pier. If you're interested in that, I'll link that in the description below. So here's a view of the beach off the other side of the pier. Looking gorgeous, beautiful beach view. The pier parking lot fee is $4 per hour at the time of this recording, and that's between the hours of 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. Before and after that, it's free to park. Again, that's at the time of this recording. Also, Perry's Bait and Tackle is estimated to open mid-April, and that's when fishing will be allowed on the pier. And there will be a fee for fishing, even though it's free to walk on the pier. You can check the Surfside City website for details about the cost for fishing. It varies depending on if you're doing it for the day, the week, the year, and so on. Also, the Whistling Duck restaurant is estimated to open around Memorial Day. So that's coming up pretty soon. And that is going to have charcuterie board. It's also going to have a wine stored. But they said they would also have some fun grab and go and family friendly items that you could take down on the beach. So that's definitely an option as well. Another restaurant due to open is the Surf Diner restaurant, and that's estimated to open in September. So lots of exciting new happenings coming to the pier, still yet to come. So I'm glad they opened it early. They did like a sneaky opening. They opened it in mid-March. And there was no big announcement. I think they've announced incorrect dates so many times. They just didn't even want to do that. They were held up by various permitting issues, some safety concerns, that kind of thing. So they finally got all of that sorted out. They definitely have a lot of these no fishing signs. So they want to make that crystal clear, I guess, until they make that available. My guess is it's actually the bait and tackle shop, Perry's, that's going to handle the charging for the fishing. So that's probably why that is going to coincide with them, because that's how it's handled on most of the piers. There's usually a shop you go into to pay the fees for fishing. They are definitely all set up for fishing. You've got the cleaning tables where you can fillet the fish. So they're definitely all set up for that. And these views are hard to beat though. It is beautiful, no doubt. Really gorgeous. It's exciting to have this open, it really is. We get a lot of questions about various piers. We've gotten a lot of questions about Cherry Grove Pier recently. We do have a video where we did a tour of North Myrtle Beach Ocean Boulevard, so you can check that out for our latest update on the Cherry Grove Pier. It was also damaged in a hurricane and has been closed. But there's a lot of pier options around here, especially if you're down here on the south end. You've also got the Myrtle Beach State Park. There is a fee to get into the state park, but there is not a fee to walk out on the pier once you're in the state park. So that's another option if you are interested in that and you're down here on the south end. And there are many other piers as well. Down this direction, it won't show up on the video, but there is the Garden City Pier. It's about 2.5 miles roughly from this pier. That pier is also free to walk on, and it's always free to walk on. I've never known them to charge, and they have sort of a fun environment. They have some karaoke and stuff in the summer, lots of open seating, so that's another option as well. So you do have this covered area down here at the end with some nice benches. I mean, those are really nice benches. If it wasn't so chilly today, this would be a nice day to sit out here and enjoy the view. It is a beautiful view. I mean, there's just no doubt about it. They did redesign this pier to be hurricane resistant. The big pilings are cement, reinforced cement. So they said that the actual restaurants, so the buildings might get damaged and are, blown away in a hurricane, but that the pier should still stand. I personally am always hesitant to say things like that because, what if it ends up happening, then sort of like jinxing yourself, I guess. I don't know if I would make a statement like that, but it's good that they made it, a lot stronger. If you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. And if you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, including Surfside Beach, be sure to click on that subscribe button so you won't miss anything new. So if you're not familiar with Surfside, like I said, it is just a hair south of Myrtle Beach, literally a hair. I don't know how well it'll show up on the video, but that large building down there is sort of the end of Surfside. Then you have the Myrtle Beach State Park, which is in the county. And you also have some RV resorts, campground resorts, and then you have Myrtle Beach. So it's very, very close to Myrtle Beach. Surfside is only a 2 by 2 square mile city. It is quite small, but it is a city. It is an incorporated city. And so it's kind of a quieter, more chill place. If you're looking for a family-friendly place, I know they've been named an autism-friendly place. So if you're looking for a more relaxed pace than Myrtle Beach, it definitely might be a place for you to check out. I mean, there's other places too that are more relaxed, like Garden City, and even North Myrtle Beach to me is a little more relaxed than Myrtle Beach proper, but that's definitely something to keep in mind. Now, right here in the pier area, there are a lot of eating options besides what's going to be on the pier and besides the River City Grill. There is the Chimichanga Llama, which is, as you might infer, Mexican style food. They also have the Pizza Hyena, the Gracious Pig, Neil and Pam's, and also Bubba's Fish. And so there are lots of options, and there's more that I haven't named, but that's just in this very immediate area here in Surfside. So definitely a lot of eating and restaurant options. And then if you go on straight down Surfside Drive from here, if you go all the way down, there are even more eating options and some cute gift shops and other things to do. So there are a few things to do here. It is definitely not as busy as, like I said, Myrtle Beach proper, however. Also interesting to note, they are rebuilding the public beach access right over here next to the pier. We're going to go where we can get a much closer look at that. We've got a much better view of this expanded and rebuilt public beach access. So right down here's the parking. We'll get a better view of the parking lot in just a minute, but I just want to show you this public beach access. So here's how you would get to the beach. if you park here and you don't come up to the pier. Now, obviously over here you can also get to the beach, but there's this big sort of waterway. Right now it's not spitting water out at the end, but that's storm water, and so you do not want to swim in that. That's a tip from us to you. Keep your kids out of it, stay away from it, don't swim in the ocean near it. The bacteria count is remarkably higher near those, so you don't want to hang out around those. But as we go down the ramp here, I'll show you the parking lot and point out some of those restaurants that I mentioned. So here's the giant staircase right over here. Here is the parking lot that I mentioned. You already talked about how much that costs to park in. There are other parking options in the area. Most of them do involve a fee. And then these are the restaurants just right through here that I mentioned, as well as, of course, the River City Cafe over here. Drippy's actually has a window with ring bell for service. I can see employees inside prepping, and here is their menu. I didn't realize they were going to have, this big of a variety. It's pretty cool. Here's that massive staircase that we came up with in the beginning. So here's the elevator. So it's right here near the staircase. So we're going to take you down the elevator and show you where that comes out. So here is where you come out. They do have bike racks, which is great to see. So you're right down here at the ocean now. And also here's more of that ramp that zigzags around if you want to take the ramp. And like right here is the parking lot. So pretty good location. Here's a ground level view of the construction of the public beach access. And it is indeed closed right past those bathrooms there. They have closed the public beach access. You can, however, get to the beach right here next to the pier, so there still is access, but that access is temporarily closed. If you'd like to learn more about Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area, be sure to click on the video that's on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.